welcome back to my channel, The Darling's Diary. Thank you guys for tuning in. So, by the title of the video, you have an idea of like what I'm gonna talk about. Um, I just felt that I had a lot of time to think the past few days, and I had some conversation, great conversation, interesting conversation with some of my girlfriends lately for the past 2 weeks. Um, yeah, I don't really have a plan about what I'm gonna talk in this video. It's more so gonna be me blabbing and tell you guys like what went on with my head, and it's gonna be more a personal video, truly. But maybe it's gonna get the conversation going. And am I crazy to feel the way I feel? Do you guys ever have like that realization or felt that way? So anyway, I'm gonna talk about things. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so this video is really gonna be a one-on-one talk. You guys are gonna be my girlfriends. But yeah, so it's my birthday. It's my birthday today. Whoop whoop, it's my birthday. I'm in my mid-30s, you know. Um, that hit hard. Like that birthday really hit hard this time. It's actually the first time I was like, how can I say it? I and it might be like it might sound crazy, but I even had like a panic attack like one day. I couldn't, I have a hard time to breathe, and I was just, my head was spiraling. And you're gonna ask me why. So by the title, like I said, or I think I already know how I'm gonna name the video, but yeah, I'm in my mid 30s. I'm Christian. I live by myself. But I'm aspire to be a wife one day and to have kids, my own family. But again, I'm in my mid 30s. And there's two things. There's two things that I've been hearing a lot. No, three things that I've been hearing a lot. Everything in this God's timing, perfect timing. I've been hearing a lot about things can change really, really quickly. Like you can meet someone one day and then 2 months after you're married. And the third thing that I've heard is what are the third thing? The timing. Oh, what was the third thing? The timing. Things can move quickly. Things can move quickly, and the other one is, I guess, we know you're gonna find someone. And when I say we, I'm talking about the friends, the people I've been talking to. They're like, oh my God, for sure, you're gonna find, your perfect person is out there, your husband is out there. And all of those three things do not, I'm not gonna say help me, but don't do anything to me. Don't do anything like within my soul. Sometimes you're gonna talk to people, you're gonna get comfort. I'm gonna read my Bible. I'm gonna get comfort. I'm gonna listen to a pastor, a preacher. They're gonna preach about something and gonna touch my soul. But I was in a 21-day prayer in January. And yes, I got like good things, good revelation, and I, it was great, but I'm still not at peace within myself. And I think it might be a process for me to get there, maybe. I decided to be gentle with myself, but um, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's weird when you have a desire in your heart that you have no control over. Um, and by that, what I mean is that, financially, I had goals to, be at a certain place. So I took action. I actually took action to get there by myself. I wanted to, buy my house. I bought two. I wanted to travel more. I do that. I wanted to start my business. I did that. I'm working on a project. I did my business plan, working on my pitch, finding my investors. I do that. I wanted to lose weight. I did that. So all of the things that I'm getting success in are things that I have control over, right? And for my relationship, yes, I have control over people that I let in, sure. I have control over how I address things, to be a better person, to be grown, and to know and improve how I deal with conflicts, with issue, my communication skills, all of those things that I can surely worked on and be better at. But when it comes to finding my husband, I don't believe I have two. I believe I only have one, and I haven't met him. And it's not that I didn't like search for one. Like I've been on dating apps, guys. I went on Tinder, I went on Bumble, I went on Hinge, I went on Facebook dating, like, and Tinder. The Tinder one was like years ago. I wouldn't use Tinder now. I would say the your best bet would be Hinge and I guess Bumble, but I know a few couples that are married now, even have kids, and they met on Hinge. So far, Hinge has a high rate of success for a lot of people. Not for me though, not for me, but for a lot of people. Um, so yeah, I was just like, okay, I'm in my mid 30s. Um, the biologic clock is real. It's there. And unfortunately, I there's nothing I can do about it. Like if it's not in God's time for me to meet my husband or for my husband to find me, I have no control over that situation whatsoever, or little control. Um, and I think it's okay. And don't get me wrong, when I say control, I do believe that God has to be in control of everything in your life. I'm not saying that I decided to do all those things that I said earlier, my like fit journey, my health journey, my business, my work, my house. I'm not even gonna take credit. Like God made it happen. But again, you need to help yourself, right? God gonna put seeds in you and do all of the things that you're supposed to do. That's what I meant by control. Like obviously I want God like to be in control of everything in my life, but I still have um actions to take. I still have a responsibility. Um yeah. Yeah, so again, I believe in those things. It's just when you've been like in your singleness season for so long, you've been waiting for so long, it can be discouraging. Like, I'm just discouraged. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm trying to, be hopeful. Yes, it's not gonna happen to me. But I don't know. The truth is, I don't know. Like, I don't know. If you're really reading the Bible, Paul said a lot of things, right? Paul said a lot of things. Not everyone is meant to be married and have kids and have a family, and that's the reality of it. And this Christian woman in their 40s, 50s who are not married, won't have kids, but that wasn't their desire. So I know my friends are not gonna, I'm not gonna say to me, oh my God, forget it. You're not gonna get married. You're not gonna have your family. You're not gonna have, but, and I know, maybe like they wouldn't do that, but those are your friends. So I get it. But that reality still exists for me. And the reality that I might not get what my heart's desire. Yeah, that could happen because it happened to other Christian, good Christian women. I'm not gonna say everyone because um, I'm not talking about everyone. I'm talking specifically about Christian women. So yeah, that's the reality of it. So I think I had a panic attack when I was thinking about it because I'm so near to that point where I won't be able to have kids, not on my own at least. I still have a few years left, guys. Again, I'm in my mid 30s, but it's not like I have a whole 10 years in front of me. I don't. If I'm being realistic, I don't. So that's stressing me out. That's stressing me out. That's stressing him out. And I haven't had the best luck in my relationships. Even though I tried, but it's not working. It's just not. And, you know, I'm a firm believer that you cannot all, like, I'm a firm believer of bettering yourself. And I did that. I did that. I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but me from even 5 years ago, 2 years ago, and me now, I've changed. I've changed. I'm grown. Like even people around me noticed it. So I'm way more patient. I give way more grace, but mm, maybe to the wrong people. I don't know. Like those are great qualities, but when you give grace to people who didn't deserve it, that can really, really hurt you, you know? Sometimes it's like you're fighting your old self back. Cause I know that, hey, if I was like the same way I was 2, 3 years ago, this would have not happened to me. I would like cut him off way earlier than that. Um, so yeah, sometimes it's a fight. It's an internal even fight. Like uh inside of you. It's like you're doing all the right things to better yourself, to be the better spouse that you can be. But at the same time, if the people that you meet were not even close to that or really hurt you bad as if you deserve it, because I can look back in my past and say, well, okay, I was maybe not that serious, or I did this, so I understand why he reacted that way. But when you're good to someone, like truly good to someone, and they still treat you like ish, that hurt the most because you're like, wow, like, wow, So I had two. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say they were like relationship. We were like dating, but I had two um dating stage that were awful, 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 back to back. Well, obviously not back to back right away. Like after the one that ended in this summer, I took a few months, and then I met someone in November. In ended everything in January. So yeah, that's my love life for you. So I decided to take a break because I don't feel mentally strong enough to date anyone. I have no deception in me left. I have no strength in me left. Like the next one, it's my husband. And I've been telling, like talking to God and say like, you can see my heart, like I cannot take it anymore. Like why is it happening to me? So I'm at a point where I need to let go, like truly let go of everything. And that's what I'm doing. I'm letting go. I'm not gonna date for. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna date. At first, I was like, I'm not gonna date in 2026. Um, then because of my age, I'm like, girl, you can't. You can't really. How could I say it? You can't really have. You don't really have the luxury of not dating for a whole year. You know what I mean? Take a few months, maybe. But a whole year though, yeah, girl, no, don't do it. So I might not take a whole year, but I'm gonna take the next few months rebuilding myself, rebuilding my strength. I think it's the strength. I don't have the strength anymore. Like I don't have a strength of having another failed relationship. Someone playing my face, someone lying to me for no reason. Like I don't have energy for dating apps. I don't. I just don't. I don't have energy. But at the same time, it's like, where am I gonna find him? You know. I don't go out that much. I'm always home. And to be fair, I live far from the city, so I'm not in the city like that often, to be honest. During summer, I can go more often, like maybe once a week. That's fine. I live like an hour from downtown Montreal, so it's really not that bad. But yeah, so maybe I should go out, maybe more. But I just wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know how it's gonna look like. Maybe I'm all over the place. Um, Again, it's like I'm just renting at this point. I'll see what I'll keep when I what I'll cut. But yeah, to summarize everything, because of my age, because I'm in my mid 30s, I'm still single, but I still have that desire of being a wife and having my kids. I'm like depressing a little bit because I'm like, is it really gonna happen to me? Um, Guys, it's been like over 10 years that I'm waiting. It's not like I'm not, like, I've been waiting. Like, I've been waiting over 10 years. Over 10 years right now. So, when you tell that person, oh, just be patient a little bit more, that doesn't help at all. That doesn't feel good at all because you're like, you're at your wit's end. Um, yeah, so did you guys already like ever felt that way, or you guys are feeling that way? That would be nice if I have good testimony of people who say, "Girl, I was like at your like your at one at it was the same thing for me at one point in my life, and 1 month after or the same year I have met my husband. Maybe it's gonna give me a little bit of hope. But right now I don't have much. I That's the thing. I don't want to be negative, but at the same time, it's like when there's no result, though, what am I supposed to think? So yeah, that's my birthday for you. That's my birthday. No, but I feel good about just venting to y'all. And yeah, just let me know what do you guys think. Do you feel the same way? Have you ever felt that way? Did it go away? What did you do to help yourself out? Um, yeah, if you have any good tips, advice for me, words of encouragement, maybe I need those too. But right now, what I decided to do is to concentrate of the good things in my life. So there's gonna be a baby in the family. So a new baby in the family. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about my friends. I have good friends. I love my family. I love my dad and I love my mom to death. Like we're so close. So I love my jobs. I have a brand new project I'm trying to um birth and give life to. So that's exciting too. And then I have my upcoming trip, solo trip to. Oh, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm going. Oops. I'm gonna cut it deep. But yeah, no, I have an upcoming trip. It's gonna be so exciting. Um, yeah. So that's that. I think I still I will continue searching for answers, bettering myself, maybe cool off a little bit, and trust God, let go, and know that He will provide and that I'm gonna be good. But I just want to talk about it because it's real. And another thing too, like I don't have regrets in life. I don't have much regrets in life. I do have regrets. Not that many, maybe one or two. And but something else that is adding to that list, I'm like, well, okay, I'm not a red pill girl because there's some women that are red pill. I'm not red pill. In every conversation that I listen to, I can be objective with it. Like I can say, oh, that makes sense, that doesn't make sense. So obviously there's things in the red pill community that make sense, that are common sense. There are the things that do not make sense. But one thing that do make sense is that the more you're older, the more you're older and successful as a woman, the more difficult it's going to be for you to date and find someone and find a husband. And I do recognize that it would have been way more easier for me to settle down in my 20s than now in my mid 30s, for several reasons. First reason is that in your 20s you don't have much expectation for someone, like meaning you guys gonna build together. You might both have your diploma, um a starting career, but you guys gonna build something together. That's the beauty of it. When you're in your mid 30s, and for example, I have to build things myself, and I'm still building, by the way, but I'm doing all of those things by myself. So you're somewhat successful, you're independent, you had to be. It's not like I'm taking this as a badge of honor. I'm independent, I don't need no man. Like, no, but the reality is I was by myself. I needed to take care of things by myself and to make things happen by myself. So by default, I'm independent, right? So yeah, so you become the cliche of the woman, the boss babe, the boss lady. Um but the boss lady, and that's the thing, I do feel like I look like a cliche. Like, again, I'm not 40 yet. I'm in my mid 30, but mid 30s. But those movies with a black woman that's successful, that she's in her 40s, and she has like that big company. I'm not there yet, but and she's a boss babe and she's single. She cannot keep a man. Yeah. I feel like I'm becoming that person, that character. And I don't like that. I'm like, oh my God, it could be me in 5 years. Like, what? So, that's coming, like, going in my head too. But, yeah, what was I talking about? Like, I'm really blabbing. Yeah, yeah, I was talking about building and stuff. And yeah, in your 30s, though, because you have set things for yourself, you're less likely to settle down with someone that are not even close to where you are. Um, and people see it, and that's the thing, is it's actually something I want to talk about. Like, women that I know, men make fun of the boss babe, the boss ladies, and stuff like that. But you need to understand something, is that if I had to choose, I would have loved to had have settled down already with someone who has the same aspiration as I, and was a go-getter, has ambition, and our visions aligned. But that's not what I meant. I didn't meet that man in my 20s. I could have maybe looked, I would say, I would say something in my 20s. Yes, I dated, but maybe I didn't take it that seriously, to be honest. I gotta take that. I didn't take it maybe that seriously. I started to take my dating life seriously beginning of my 30s. And that doesn't mean that I was sleeping around in my 20s and doing this. No, never. But when I was dating, I don't know. I was just, and I lived for the most part in my 20s in Toronto. So I was new city. I just wanted to meet new people, discovering places. So I was more so immersing myself in a new scenery, new environment, new people. So I developed my business while I was over there too. So I had a lot of things going on. So I would say I didn't prioritize my dating life and my relationships. But I started that in my 30s, beginning of my 30s. Um, and I think what happened is that when you, or at one point in your life, you would like someone who has the same, at the same stage, or you guys are on the same page, or he might be on, you know, the page prior to yours, just the page before you. But when you guys are not in the same chapter, not the same book, that's awful. Yeah, that's awful, because there's things that I've worked hard, like I've worked hard to achieve a certain lifestyle, certain things that I can afford. It's because I work hard. It's not like a man give it to me. Like I work hard. So and it's not even where I want to be in life. Like far from where I want to be in life. I have way more project, and I see myself further, even further in the next few years. So it's just hard to find someone like this in your 30s. And I don't date men in my age. I'm not delusional. I always dating up, like 40s up to 50. But then it's another issue. They have other issues. They can have baby mama drama. Um, they might have, sorry, they might have kids. I love kids, and I thought I was okay dating men with kids. I always, you can ask all of my friends. I always said I don't mind. I don't care. I'm gonna love those kids. Like I love it. I would say now it's different. I would say now it's different. It's really not my preference. I'm not gonna say I will never date a man who have kids. That's not true. He's a great man. He has everything to offer. I'm not gonna say no to him. Obviously not. But it's not my first choice. If I had to pick, like that's not my first choice. It comes with a lot of baggage. The same way some men don't want women with kids. Maybe those are the same reason that I wouldn't. Those men wouldn't be my first choice. But all my fathers are here. I love y'all. Love y'all. Keep doing the good work. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. I think that's it. Yeah, so I was thinking about that. I was thinking about, yeah, if I the red pill is right on that. Like if I had uh like settled down in my 20s, I wouldn't be in that predicament today. Um but hey, I prioritize, I guess, my career, my business, my work, my friends, even maybe. Um and look at me in my mid 30s crying in front of a camera saying that I want my husband. But I'm not crying, but um Yeah, that's a true. I'm just joking though, but yeah, it's true. It's true. I am thinking about that. But hey, it's not too late. Never too late. And the good thing though, the good thing about me is that I um I won't lower my standards, and I'm not stand. And when I'm gonna talk standards, I'm not talking about like superficial things like, oh, the height, the beauty. I'm not talking about that. I'm more so talking about, I know the type of man, the type of husband that God has for me. Like I'm not ready to settle down. Like I have a great father, like an amazing father. He is not perfect whatsoever, but he's an amazing person. He's an amazing man. Um, my mom and my dad have been together for forever. They met when they were in their teens. I'm not gonna put their business out there, but um, yeah, they've been together since they're 16, 17. They're still together now. So I have a great example, and I think that's that. Like when you have a good father in your life who treated you right, treated your mom right, you're not gonna settle. You're not gonna settle. You're not gonna settle for nothing less, especially if you're becoming the woman that men deserve. So, today's video gonna be a dear diary, dear diary, dear diary. But you know what? It felt great. It felt great, and I do journal. By the way, I do journal. So I journal all of what I'm saying right now, but I think it feels good. And yeah, I'm glad that I took my courage to do this video, especially on my birthday. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Maybe my next one will be my vlog. No, it's not gonna be my vlog. No, obviously not. But we're gonna see each other really soon. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay healthy. Thank you.